Montreal versus Calgary tonight. Does Montreal have it in them to rise to the occasion and beat the Calgary Flames, who are struggling as of late? Or will they continue on their loss streak, making it 4 straight losses? Let's talk about it.
-10 syrups.
Well, I'll let you know right from the get-go, Montreal played a sound defensive game and at times poured it on offensively. But this one is a heartbreaker for Habs fans. I'll go through all the highlights from the beginning of the game to the end, including OT. You know what? I'll actually upload the entire OT portion. I'm good like that. That's why you should subscribe and hit that like button. It helps me with search results somehow. I don't know how. So Montreal continues on their path to try to redeem themselves. A lot of criticism being thrown Montreal's way, and no one is immune to it. I'll be the first to tell you. I look at all my comments. So if you comment down below, I'm going to read it. And people are blaming goaltending. People are blaming defense. People are blaming the offense. A lot of people are blaming Matheson. A lot of people are blaming Martin St. Louis. But this is a team game. And I think if you asked any one of the Habs, they would say the same thing. So let's get right into gameplay, and then I'll give you my opinions of the game. First period was fun as a Habs fan. Getting a ton of shots in, lots of chances, but couldn't put the ring on it. Everyone was pitching in. Newhook had 4 shots in the first period. And that's 4 shots registered on goal. That's a lot for one period, especially for Newhook. He's trying, man. But after one period, it remains nothing. No score. The second period was different. At exactly 4:20, Connor Zary smokes one home.
Zary cutting in across one time. Uramanov and hit a Calgary score. Zary
kind of got lucky here. The puck was scrambled out front after being blocked. But those are the types of goals that the Canadiens should be putting in. It's okay, though, because 12 minutes later, a veteran who is having a really good start of the year bangs one home.
Right, and it's why he's up here, why he made the NHL. In front, Gallagher, space, score! What a goal, Brendan!
This was a power play goal, and it was a real beauty. Good on Gallagher for this one. He was patient with it.
He cheats into the battle. He leaves Gallagher all alone, and a nice job by Gallagher.
That's going to do it for the second period. It's now 1-1. On to the third, and within 6 minutes, Yoel Armia strikes.
Bang pass up ahead for Josh Anderson with Gallagher. Gallagher fire, score! Brendan!
But wait, there's a coach review. They're disputing this goal. I think I let personal bias decide whether or not this was considered onside or offside, because I did have to consult the rule book. So clause 56.1, possession of the puck is considered the last player to touch the puck, other than the goalkeeper, shall be considered the player in possession. Josh Anderson would have had to have touched the puck. I thought that there might have been a debate here whether or not Anderson was considered in possession of the puck, because one could have considered the puck in his possession knowing that he's the individual most likely to be making the next moves with the puck. That's not the case. Rule 56.1, no goal. That's a shame because this would have been huge. Gallagher definitely deserved it, but we move on. This is a game of inches. I'm sure Anderson's being tough on himself with that one. He could have reasonably touched the puck. So 3 minutes left to play. Habs are looking awake. The game is looking good, but then
couldn't get the shot off. He spins away. Coronato cutting in. Wrister score! Beautiful goal. And Matt Coronato has tied it up at 2.
Matt Coronato, that's his 3rd of the season. We're going into overtime. And as promised, here's overtime.
A chance to go out and win one.
So Dvorak, Suzuki, Matheson to start. Suzuki's lost his stick. Coronato in.
Matt Coronato with an unassisted goal in overtime. Suzuki loses his stick here. It's just a battle. He let his stick fly from his hands. There's no straws to grasp at. So what did I think of the game? 3-2 Calgary. So I was hoping that the Canadiens would win this game, obviously. After the Calgary Flames started off, I think 4-0 on the season. They've been looking shaky. I didn't have Calgary as a playoff team this season. I don't think that they should make playoffs, but it's a weird start of the season. This is a big win for them. But like I said, I thought the Canadiens had this in the bag a few times during the game. They spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, and initially they were taking a lot of shots. Second period, I don't think they registered a lot of shots. Something went wrong in the second period. Can I see how many shots they had? Yeah, it looks like they finished the first period with 17 shots. And the second period with 18 shots? 19 shots. Here we go, actually. It was corrected. They had 15 shots in the first period, 5 in the second, and only 3 in the third period, for a total of 23 shots. They needed to do what they did in the first period at least one more time. Yikes. Yeah, no wonder I felt like the first period was more exciting than the second and the third. even though the second and the third were the periods with the goals. They're going to have to analyze that one. I think the message needs to be, do what you did in the first period of that Calgary game. Yeah, Calgary beat them in shots every consecutive period. It was 10 shots in the first period for Calgary, 13 shots, and then 12 shots, and then 1 shot in overtime. 36 shots on Montembeault. That means he finished with a .917 save percentage. Not bad. It would have looked a lot better without that last goal. Damn, man. Oh, I just want them to get a win. Okay, so my overall impressions of the game, a lot better. This one made me feel a lot better. It was against Calgary. Calgary's slumping a little bit. I was really hoping for the win, but at least they didn't look awful. And really, that goal that was called off, if Calgary was a little bit slower on the uptake, the goal would have stayed put. Would have been a completely different game. But that's not how hockey works. So Josh Anderson, I thought really looked good tonight. Suzuki did not look good. Some broken passes. Yeah, I wish he would have tightened up and made some bigger moves. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Doc, 0 points on the night. You don't like seeing that. Newhook trying really hard. Like I said, 4 shots the opening period. He was grinding it. Gooley made some mistakes tonight. I hate that. I don't like that from Gooley. Hudson, of course, looked good. He's making plays happen. Every time he touches the puck, something special happens. Well, not every time, but you know what I mean. Jack-Eye did all right. Struble did all right. Savard did all right. Matheson was okay. He made a couple of mistakes. So really, it was the top defensive pairing that was making mistakes. I mean, it's like I said last time. You're gonna have the most minutes, more opportunities for mistakes, right? And they really did have the most minutes. Matheson had 26 minutes on the night. Gooley 23, and Hudson 21. Brendan Gallagher looked great. Scrappy guy. Slav had some opportunities. You could tell he was frustrated. He changed his tape color over to black. You could tell he was on a mission, but he couldn't accomplish it. Armia with a goal and assist. To me, Armia was the star of the game for the Canadiens. They gave it to Gallagher because he could have reasonably have gotten 2 goals, I guess. I don't know. Dvorak actually looked okay today. Heineman and Kapanen. Still no signs of life over there. Doc was trying to make it happen. Really, Suzuki and Caulfield, they were there. Suzuki made some bad mistakes, caused some turnovers that went right up ice. And Jake Evans kind of flew under the radar. He started on the second line, but I think he got demoted pretty quickly. I wanted to mention Martin St. Louis. Are you watching my videos, buddy? My last recap video, I said if you're trying to reward people with hard efforts, why not try Evans on the second line? And that's what he did. And then a few videos ago, I insinuated it looked like the Habs had food poisoning.
Before the game, we were feeling very good, but we went out to eat, and the Kraken were at the restaurant, and they said that they would pay for our bill, and they bought us the food, and we all got sick, and we were sick all night, and that's why we lost 8-2.
And what did you say? That you guys threw up on yourselves? I think that confirms it, right? When he says that he needs to go back and look at tapes. It's my uploads on YouTube. He just watches these over and uses my opinions for his press briefings after practice. I mean, I don't blame him. I call it how it is. Only good opinions. But my favorite opinions are your opinions. I want to hear what you thought of the game. Is it time to put Slav back on the first line? Doc, Caulfield, Suzuki, are they clicking? With all the mistakes that Gooley and Matheson are making, is it worth seeing if the new blood and the stay-at-home D create more opportunities in the ozone? Let me know in the comments. I've said it so many times, you already know, but I love reading your comments. Keeps me occupied during the day. There's a lot of funny stuff that happens in the comments. I actually saw there's a little bit of fighting in the comments earlier today. I'm okay with that. You guys can fight with each other. If you have strong opinions one way or another, let them out. It actually looked pretty amicable, but there was some healthy discussion in there. That's going to do it for me, Habs fans. Like the video, it helps me out with search results. Subscribe if you're not already a whiskey fiend. And as always, I'll see you down below in those comments.